Hey guys, well, as the AI race is ever evolving and certain companies are starting to actually gain market dominance, all the other companies are starting to realize we're doing something wrong here. We're not winning. Let's fix that. And a lot of companies are now starting to take this sort of initiative and completely restructure their AI teams. One of these companies is Meta. So we're going to go ahead and cover it in today's video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with this article by Axios. Meta shuffles AI team to compete with OpenAI and Google. Now, Meta is restructuring its AI teams to speed up the rollout of new products and features. Axios has learned Meta is facing very stiff competition in the AI race, including from OpenAI, Google, as well as Chinese rivals such as ByteDance and all the others such as DeepSeek. So in an internal memo sent on Tuesday and seen by Axios, Chief Product Officer Chris Cox laid out the new structure, which will see efforts divvied up into two teams: an AI products team headed by Connor Hayes, and an AGI Foundations unit co-led by Ahmed, I'm not going to try to pronounce the rest, and Amir Frankel, I think? Maybe? I don't know. Sorry for butchering it. The AI products team will be responsible for the Meta AI Assistant, Meta's AI Studio, and AI features within Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. The AGI Foundations unit will cover a range of technologies, including the company's Llama models, as well as efforts to improve capabilities in reasoning, multimedia, and voice. And the company's AI research unit, known as FAIR, remains separate from the new organizational structure. So, is this completely unexpected? No, this is not by any means unexpected. There's been this ongoing trend as of recently where a lot of companies are starting to completely restructure their AI ventures. For example, Apple is basically is completely redoing their managerial structure for their AI products after falling so behind. Microsoft is doing the same. They fired the lead AI director and just got rid of the person. And on comes Meta, who's also joining this group of companies who are just saying, what we're doing isn't working. We need to fix this in order to catch up. Because companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and a couple of others, Google for example as well, have all gotten the lead here, and the companies like Apple, Meta, and all these other companies have kind of been sort of left behind. Now, that's not to say that Meta, for example, doesn't have good models, because they do have good models. The Llama model is great. But something that needs to be kept in mind is that models don't always make the money. It makes money sometimes, depending if you can get people to license out the model. But the way Facebook rather, has it set up is where you can kind of just get the model for free under a license. And admittedly, it's not a completely permissive license, but it's still a license and you can get it for free. This kind of removes a source for revenue from them. And what they want to do is they want to do things like have the Meta AI Assistant, AI Studio, all the other features like that, because that's where the real money is going to be driven from, is from that B2C kind of scenario. Similarly with Apple, they don't really have any AI model of their own per se, not an open one at that, but what they do have is they have a very large consumer market base, because they're mostly a B2C company, sometimes B2B, but that's a whole other story. They are marketing AI to B2C. The issue is they've fallen really short on this, and they haven't really succeeded. For example, look at Apple Intelligence and you'll see how much of a cluster that was. Nobody really liked Apple Intelligence. It was buggy, it screwed up a lot of things constantly, it didn't really perform as advertised. Same thing with Copilot. Copilot from Microsoft, they were marketing it to a consumer base, and the actual features, the actual expected functionality just fell kind of short. And these companies are starting to realize we're not only under-delivering on features, but we're also not really getting the consumers what they actually want. So they're starting to go ahead and completely reshift their structure entirely because, well, they kind of have no choice. They need to now, because they're going to get, they're either going to get completely swept under the rug by their competition, or their consumer base is just not gonna trust them anymore with this. So they need to change now. They can't change later. They need to change now. So that's why all these companies are starting to take this route, is because, well, they kind of need to, or else they're just going to lose the race. So that's kind of about it for today's video. I'm going to go ahead and start uploading more now. I'm sorry for the little bit of a delay, but, there's Memorial Day and whatnot. But I'm going to go back onto a consistent schedule, so you guys will see another video tomorrow from me as well. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Take care, you guys, and remember to stay safe out there.